好啦，今日我哋玩嘅叫做 Echo， 因為第一次玩啦，咁我就唔教太困難啦，因為覺得琴日玩過，雖然唔係話難玩，但係有啲弱雞睇睇先，咁樣絕頂都差唔多啦。本身係英文版嘅，喺一個 game 入邊嘅一隻 game 嚟嘅，新 game 嚟嘅，琴日先正式出售，咁就價值就24.99美金嘅。故事大約就講述一個未來世界嘅故事啦，但係正式嘅劇情嘅話就睇啦，睇我點樣經過呢個劇情啦。
A magical place of life without end. A palace of untold wonders. But only for the worthy. So our lives were desperately dedicated to qualify. Pinpoint perspective on the great reward. Only I never wanted to go. Those words alone could mean death. So when I ran, I knew it meant never stopping to catch my breath. If I wanted to live. And so it was. Yet here I am. The place I spent my whole life escaping. I feel like shit.
Of course you do. Your wound has healed. The pain is from the stasis and will pass within a week. The nausea will linger, probably intensify when you start to realize that more than 100 years have passed. Everything you knew is gone. This is not another one of your running away from home excursions. Your grandfather won't send someone to pick you up this time. That's all gone now.
So you decided not to like me. But you've had a century to plan what to say, and that's it? How about you screwed up the best deal we ever had, or you come waltzing in here giving orders, or even Foster died because of you, you stupid bitch. I don't like me much either. But I can fix this. I can bring him back.
「因為點講呢？如果一係全英文版呢，英文唔係咁好嘅，所以
I don't know how you hope to achieve that, little miss, but I suggest you start your efforts by laying back down. Loss of motor skills is common even for experienced long haulers, which I suspect you are not.
I suppose you had a long time to mull things over. Nothing I can say will change your mind.
首先呢，呢個女主角嘅樣呢，非常之麻麻地，同埋佢嘅身形個設計好似有啲好似過手，同埋個手好長咯。
Oh, you mean the cube? Yes, I had a very good look at that while you were asleep. I think you're in for a disappointment. Nothing suggests any sentience. No interface to access the thing, nor any reason to do so. There's nothing in there. It's just a pretty cube.
If we knew how to operate it, we wouldn't have had to come here. This is how I see it. You don't answer to my orders, and yet you took us this far, so clearly I'm not the only one hoping that I can achieve something. I can work with that.
Not hope. Respect. For Foster. God knows why, but he wanted me here. The stupid lighter proves it. I suspect staying wasn't even an option, considering how you stumbled on board covered in blood, demanding departure a week ahead of schedule.
Yeah. Respect, then. That'll work too.
佢呢隻 game 咧好少指示啊，基本上好似要自己去探索嘅，但係咧其實都係得一條路嘅啫。睇個畫質其實幾好嘅，咁劇情如何就玩完先知啦。佢而家喺一個好龐大嘅一個飛行船入邊，但係又只有佢呢一個人咯，真係好奇特。咁但係個飛行船得一個人，設計有啲唔合理。佢嘅光暗啊、陰影啊，暫時睇咧，我呢度睇唔係好到，不過唔算太好啦，我覺得就同埋你係見唔到個女主角個本體，即係個正面嘅，因為你話一喐佢就跟住喐咯。而呢一個四方體就我哋嘅劇情。最終所在。
I need a suit.
而家先正式開始。
I don't see anything but ice.
It's not ice. I don't know that we can even trust what we see. This whole planet eluded detection until about a week ago. No visual cues, no gravitational pull, nothing. Even with the exact coordinates, I nearly missed it.
We're looking for a palace.
Why am I not surprised?
Give it a rest, will you? Can you see any structures on the planet?
You're looking at it. It's all one big structure, planet-wide. No palace, though. I'm guessing it's some corporate state's illegitimate mining project from the pre-requisition rush. That would explain the heavy clouding measures. The planet is most likely depleted of all resources. An empty shell. Hope the old man didn't pay too much for the coordinates.
You have no idea. Just get me down there. I'll go
呢
see
個係
it
一
for
個星球
myself.
啊！你要明白一個星球俾人哋資源採成咁，哇！你有冇得一個佢哋就一個正方體，佢哋挖掘資源嗰個叫做嘅能力真係好高，但係呢個星球都已經死咗，同埋呢個飛機好奇葩。
Get off the surface too.
What a strange place.
嗱，呢一開始咧，我哋揾嘅係呢啲圓圈㗎，係要等一等劇情未。
I'm enabling the suit's assist mode to compensate for your inexperience.
There's something here. It must be some sort of release mechanism. Did you hear that? It's definitely doing something. Look, there's an opening down there. It's too far to jump though.
The suit will soften your landing if charged sufficiently.
And if not?
It will stop you from leaping.
呢個 game 嘅我覺得最大缺點就
The
係
suit reads your intentions from your synaptic activity and receives commands from your voice or eye movements. A bit archaic, but Foster trusted that suit with his life.
Cutting edge doesn't go well with space travel. The journey here alone made the suit an antique.
It's not the suit's performance that worries me.
呢隻 game 嘅我覺得最大缺點就係呢個能源設定。點講呢？如果你用晒啲能源呢，佢會自動補充嘅，但係佢只會補充一格。即係你有10格8格都冇用，你用晒嘅話呢，要揾個地方等嗰啲能源補充點先得。
I wonder how long it's been here.
A composite like that should last forever, but it all looks ready to crumble.
It must be ancient.
基本上係得一條路嘅，因為佢呢度咧冇指示你嘅主要目標啊、風向啊嗰啲，佢唔會指示嘅。去到後期佢都差唔多係咁樣，即使指示你都要不停而呢邊咧，我哋向呢個方向。
Gramps believed the
一
place
上
to
去
be
行
untouched
係
by
冇得喐㗎
humans.
啦，只有呢個
A
方向。
palace built by long-lost technology, patiently awaiting its first human inhabitants. And you figure this is no more than a bootleg mining operation. Got to appreciate the contrast.
I generally lean towards plausible explanations. Your grandfather, well, everything he believed in he made up himself.
I don't know about that. He had the coordinates right.
Look around you. This obviously isn't a palace.
Your man might have gotten some aesthetic details wrong, but he wasn't the kind of person who'd risk everything without some kind of proof.
I really wouldn't get my hopes up.
How do I turn down the volume on the commentary track?
You are overconfident. Immature people often are.
就向前行
I
啦，
should be taking
應該係
notes every time I open my mouth.
如果冇記錯嘅話，因為佢目標係地下宮殿啊，所以我哋要不停向下。
Slippery. What exactly are these structures then? Have you seen others like them since you're such an expert?
I've had my fair share of hauls based on wild speculation. It doesn't matter if it comes from desperate need or delusions of grandeur. There's never anything there but bitter disappointment.
Was this with Foster?
Before Foster.
I got the feeling you two have been together for ages.
I've been crisscrossing the spur for 1,000 years. Foster was with me for a century and a half.
再向邊個方向？嗱，呢隻 game 嘅初期咧都非常之嚴，有啲悶，因為佢咁樣行路尋找一個目的嘅事情嘅情形咧，所耗嘅時間非常之長，非常長。起碼你就咁跟劇情一步不錯，你都最少要半個鐘以上，你先行完，跟住先開始有啲所謂嘅怪物啦嚇。如果覺得悶呢，可以直接跳過。
If you've only been with Foster for a century and a half, you hardly knew him at all. I mean, we've been traveling together for a century, and we only just met.
100-year haul is quite the extreme. Foster's longest was 16. I knew him plenty.
He trusted you, and said that I could too, that you would help me.
Foster didn't leave me much choice. You don't mess up a job for your grandfather and then team up with the person you were sent out to get in the first place.
You could have just handed me back.
You really are naive.
I think you're doing this because you believe there's a chance to get your friend back.
You're so caught up in your homemade religion that you're oblivious to common sense. I warned Foster about you resourcefuls. Best not to deal with your kind.
Why did you then? Get involved, I mean.
Foster disagreed. And gold makes for a powerful argument.
呢個佢哋嘅劇情頭先嘅對話呢，即係講述佢哋以前佢哋嘅貨幣都係以黃金為主，而呢一個呢，呢個主角啊，就好似創立咗一個所謂嘅宗教。Fox 究竟係佢嘅邊個呢？係佢嘅 grandfather 啊，定係佢嘅其他關係密切嘅人？
There must be a way inside down there. That looks like some kind of landing bay.
It looks like nothing of the sort.
You know, you're nothing like I expected from a friend of Foster's. Such an odd team.
An old rescue vessel from the Requisition and a man without a past. None of our marks knew what hit them. And then we were gone. The stuff we pulled off. You wouldn't believe it.
I believe it. I was one of your jobs.
A thieving rich kid with a gambling problem hardly qualifies. I got the brief. Not much of an extraction, really. No one giving a shit about you where you dug down. Only challenge Foster could see was that your grandfather wanted you to willingly hand back whatever it was you stole from him.
You're wrong about everything. Even Foster.
I seriously doubt that I am. He was good, Foster. Always had his eye on the ball. You may think you knew him, that he felt sorry for you, but he would never let that happen. I don't know what went wrong that night, why Foster died, but I'm sure you don't understand much of it either.
Sorry, I didn't mean to threaten your romance.
Cute.
Finally, something.
終於到達我嘅第一個目的地啦！嗱，咁都行咗應該
It's
差唔多
stuck.
10幾分鐘。
I need some force. Does the gun pack any punch? Wow, I like it.
I'm taking the gun offline to preserve energy.
嗱，你每次用完呢，一槍一格能源，所以而且佢補充能源嘅速度又唔係快，遇到大量嘅敵人呢，你真係差唔多等死，你只可以逃跑。
I'll be damned. Are you getting all this?
I'm with you.
呢個地區係非常非常之大啊，同埋一個好比較喺西式嗰啲宮殿咁咯。
It all looks completely untouched.
而且咧，佢呢度好似話，起碼你就咁睇個劇情嘅最少都已經100年以上冇人喺度，但係開始個講法好似話係已經呢個係採集能源啊嘛，所以應該好耐冇人㗎，但係個環境啊嗰啲嘢都非常之乾淨，一啲灰塵都冇，又幾神奇。係咪呢啲？
You were right about the palace. What's the plan now?
We get Foster back, and then we leave.
I was hoping for something more specific.
I suppose we're looking for some sort of apparatus like the one Gramps had.
Would that be the Soul Sucker?
I'll know it when I see it.
Even if you did find the thing, this place is dead. What mythic technology might be here is now useless.
We just need to power her up. Tell her that we're here. I can feel this is going to work out just fine.
Hello? Anyone home?
I'm moving down. There must be some sort of power below the halls.
你好似行錯咗，啊！實在太大啦，同埋好黑咯。雖然之後會有光，但係都係覺得太大啦。而且你呢度遭遇敵人呢，都冇乜地方去匿埋。不過佢呢個主要目標係想復活嗰個 Fox， 可能係佢嘅愛人。我覺得似愛人多啲咯。如果唔係都唔會咁極力去復活佢咯。我覺得 如果復活嘅材料其中之一就係後邊個四方體，因為左右一樣啊，所以你行邊度都一樣。呢個就係佢嘅，我覺得佢悶啊悶在呢一度咯。如果你中意快節奏嘅遊戲，
They look like the stone faces at the gates between the garden terraces. Maybe it's a door of some sort. We called them gatekeepers. They were supposed to make us ponder if we were worthy to pass.
You're not getting through without power, and this place is dead.
中意快節奏嘅 game 呢隻唔啱你，但係如果中意嗰隻叫做純粹探索嘅人，呢隻都 OK 嘅，因為你淨係睇環境其實都幾靚嘅。呢度呢，冇路走啦，就只可以跳落去。而且最主要嘅係你跳咗落去呢，就走唔翻上嚟，你除非有電。
Look at that. It's a voice.
It looks like a tuning fork.
Yes, obviously. The resourcefuls call them voices. Strike them and let the true tone interfere to find clarity and enlightenment.
Ah, of course.
What does that mean?
The suit detects a pattern to the sound, and the decryption is kicking in.
It's definitely picking up something. I think they're pieces of a puzzle. We need more of them to find out what it is.
呢度仲有一個。我唔清楚呢一個係咪佢哋所謂嘅收集品啦，因為好奇特嘅，你冇咩可以執嘅呢度，而且而家淨係睇咧係完全冇指示嘅，全靠你自己去揾。
That door is different. I bet that's an activation mechanism for the door.
This is meaningless. Foster is dead. Some things just cannot be undone. Think about it. If you could capture the souls of the dead in a cube, and then bring the person back to life, surely it would be a huge industry.
It's not like that. I know for a fact that he's in there.
I have wondered how you came to believe that, but I doubt that I'll agree with your reasoning. You resourcefuls are too far removed from reality to make sense. You've seen nothing but the bought and paid for fairy tale designed by your grandfather.
Well, the reality of my fairy tale upbringing was that it was all about this place. No, even before that, my genes. Graham spent centuries creating his resourcefuls, carefully picking potential from the gene pool. We were created to come here, and this feels very real to me. Now, these I know. We had rings exactly like them in the gardens.
The suit detects a small gravity charge inside the scepter.
Perhaps it can power the big door. The pedestal looks like the activation mechanism.
Hả, 我哋拎到個權杖，我哋就翻轉頭啦。咦？點樣走啊？哦 ，AMG 我要拍唔上去先啊，繼續行樓梯上去先啊，唔係落去。 你每一次跳都要用一
Just
格
out of
能量。
curiosity, what's the higher meaning of keeping scepters displayed inside huge rings made of gold? It does seem a bit much, even if you are filthy rich.
The rings were not for show. They are part of our training.
Oh, and you do what exactly? Step inside and feel wealthy?
Not quite. The rings spin up, and the challenge is to get out in one piece. At first, staying in there is the only sane thing to do. But as the hunger comes, the rhythm of the spinning starts to sink in. At some point, you realize that starving eats away at your chance of making it out. Then the leap. Most wait too long.
好啦，我哋跳翻
Right.
上。
You almost had me going there for a while.
Hello?
By the way, I don't know if you noticed that there were no other exits from this pit than the big door. How I hope the scepter will magically make it open.
It will work.
Must be nice always feeling that the world will act in your favor. It doesn't, though. My guess is that you will learn this momentarily.
好啦，咁我哋到達呢度啦，我將拳就放落去啦。劇情
Now, let's see.
Nothing.
居然乜嘢反應都冇。
Looks like you might be joining Foster after all, just not the way you imagined.
I don't get it. What Gramps did to hundreds of resourcefuls for this? I saw it the day I came to you. The subject lies down on a marble surface with a strange silver pattern. And the silver unfolds, pierces the skin, and slithers inside. In about half an hour, it consumes everything. And all that remains is an empty slab of marble and a newly formed cube.
No.
He called it the translation. The flesh and the soul shall enter the palace through separate doors. We said it 1,000 times, never realizing. I didn't catch Foster's soul in a magical cube. He was dying, and I translated him.
You killed him. The fact that your grandfather did unspeakable things doesn't prove he was right. That Foster can come back, that's insane.
It was the only chance we had, and believe me, I'm good at chances. I gamble for a living, remember? It's how I stayed alive all these years after leaving the gardens.
Well, this time it didn't pan out. Look at you now.
You think I'm giving up?
奇巴到爆，無啦啦又着，即係又着翻嗰個。你直情一行入去，一係有反應，一係冇反應咯。佢搞到咁耐先有反應咯。
Do you see that? The dim glow.
The activation of the door must have triggered a chemiluminescent. Not uncommon for evacuation purposes.
哇！好長嘅走廊啊！嗱，呢啲地方你幾長？好似冇盡頭咁啊！你見唔見到？大家見唔見到啊？真係完全冇盡頭咯！
This place is huge.
知唔知整咁大
This
個地方做
hallway
乜
alone
鬼？
could easily house all the resourcefuls that ever were.
You finding anything here without coordinates would be a miracle. I compared the quarters you're in now with the overall structure of the planet. The palace is everywhere, all the way to the core. Huge sectors separated by the outside structures you were in.
但係你都唔會咁傻，肯定呢個跳落去。
I'm getting some local increases in energy emission.
Know what it is?
Can't tell. It's not radiation. One of them is close to your location. I'll pin it to your HUD.
而家先有正式一個指示，教我點樣去，唔係應該係個方向，唔係教你點樣去，全部都係要靠自己行，去尋找嗰條路啊！
I've got to give it to him, the old man. This place is spectacular.
Nothing but an infinite palace would suffice for you resourcefuls.
I wish you'd stop calling me resourceful.
It's what you are.
I had the training, but I never bought into Gramps' vision. I never wanted any of this.
Yet here you are.
I was 6 the first time I ran away. I hiked for weeks to see what was beyond the gardens. When I finally reached the wall, Gramps was there waiting for me. There's nothing out there but people living like animals, fighting to please their immediate needs and desires. They have no ambition, no perspective. Why fight to get the best out of the little time you have on Earth when you could be fighting to have much more? He went on about the wonders of the palace, but he had already lost me. All I could hear was the blood rushing in my veins. I wanted that. To fight for the here and now. I decided that I would do whatever it took to make that happen. So I went back with him, to follow the training, figuring I'd need it to get away. And I was good. He called me his prize. Before the turn, I ran, just shy of 15. I've been out for 7 years now. Not really what you'd call a running away from home excursion.
Not really, no.
London, you've got to believe me. Foster was a bloody mess and wouldn't have made it out alive. None of us would if I tried to escape with him like that.
He gave you the lighter, so he must have wanted me to take you here. But he would never buy into your grandfather's delusions. It's so far-fetched it almost makes me sick.
哇！行到嚟呢度，幾遙遠，由開始到而家，我就咁
Is that a
行，
throne?
都已經行咗睇先半粒鐘啦，正行啦，到達第一個劇情點，正式嘅劇情點。
Must be it.
今集我哋就講到呢度啦，下一集我繼續。今集其實係就講到佢將佢想復活嗰個 Fox， 但係呢，佢好似話將個 Fox 嘅靈魂就儲存咗去後邊嗰個呢個四方體呢個正立方體嘅箱，但係咪真係可以復活呢？ 呢個係一個好
Looks exactly
問
like
題。
the thing that made the cube.
Something's not right. I'm picking up a whole load of anomalies.
London? Foster? Foster? Are you doing this?
Ben, I thought I lost you. Massive power surges are blazing through the outside structures, and the gravity clouding nearly tore me apart.
She's waking up.
More like malfunctioning. If those reaction veins cross... Wait, what's that? Something's wrong with your HUD.
I think it's the cube telling me where to go. It happened when I put it on my back.
Unlikely. The suit is hard-coded and all blocks capped to the minimum. No room for adding to or altering the code.
好啦，咁我哋到此為止啦。今集佢想復活福斯，但係失敗咗，而且令到呢個宮殿呢復甦緊。咁之後會點樣呢？咁下一集再見啦。拜拜。